Hey guys, what's going on? Doran Code here, coming to you with sort of a tutorial. You guys asked me for the Misty Mountains remix bass main wobble patch tutorial kind of video, and I gotta be honest with you, I feel pretty bad recording this video tutorial right now because I actually used a sample for this. Yeah, I know, using a sample as your main wobble, but I got creative with it. So let me show you what I do here. What I did here. There's the high-ranking dubstep tear out. I think that's what it's called. It's a really weird name. Dubstep tear out sample pack. I think that's from Loop Masters, and they've got a couple of really nice lead sounds in there. One of them sounds like this. So what I did was load that into an NNXT and then do some. I used the automap zones set root nodes from pitch detection function, and then I dragged the zone all the way out so that I could play it nicely. And then what I did was I used the mod envelope to affect the filter. So instead of just playing the sound back like this, every time I would hit a key, the mod envelope would affect the filter. And that sounds like this. And yeah, the numbers, if you want them, are 80 milliseconds for the attack, and then the decay is all the way full, and the release is all the way full as well, and the sustain is 1%. I have that affecting the filter by 35%, and I've turned the filter down to -50 with a lot of resonance, 40 resonance. So resonance is really important in this, because without resonance we wouldn't get the nice upsweep. Sorry, wrong button here. Right here. It's just a filter coming in, but with the resonance you get the nice wah wah sound. Okay, what I did then was just send that into a Scream 4 distortion unit. And then I sent that into an equalizer. Again, as always, as I like to do with my basses, I cut out frequencies around 200 Hz to leave room for the snare and also to make it fatter. Now it sounds like this. And then I used restereo on the neutron star setting to widen the sound. And then with the sequenced notes, let me just open one of those groups. Really all it is just a bunch of eighth notes. Yeah, it's actually really, really simple. So John Clips, take a look at this. Just eighth notes. So that's one of the sounds. The other sound is an Antidote, and that sounds like this. So we've got this first sound that I just showed you how to make, which sounds like this. Really simple, and then the Antidote is a bit fatter and grittier. And it's the same notes here, and I just copied them down, colored them differently to make it look a bit cooler. And now let's take a look at the patch. So what I did was I activated both oscillators here. Actually, let me disable all the effects so that you can hear what everything sounds like. Okay, it's just that on solo. And I played the same game with the filter here. The filter is all the way down with a resonance of 40%, and the filter envelope's got an attack of 70 milliseconds and full sustain, no release, and that will keep it open. So if I turn the resonance all the way up, you can hear the filter moving. And this is what gives the nice talking movement of the bass. So let's leave the resonance at 40%. Then for the sounds, I've got a pulse wave and an analog saw, and they're 1 octave apart. So this one's at -12, this one's at -24. Gives us a nice sound, and then the spread is also very, very high, so that it's spread nicely across the stereo spectrum. So much for the filter and the stuff on the Antidote. Apart from the effects section, where I've got some distortion, which barely affects the signal. I think it just saturates it a bit. Also, the dry wet is not very high. But yeah, that's the Antidote. And then I sent that into a Scream 4 as well. And as you can see from the settings here, fuzz, tone all the way up, presence all the way up, and then damage control quite high, absolutely thrashing this signal. And with an equalizer, cutting a bit of the mid and boosting some of the highs, you get a nice intense bass sound. As always, I round that off with a bit of re-stereo for some stereo widening. Just makes it sound more natural. And I know it's quite, I know it's quite funny to say natural with sounds like this, but I just like the way re-stereo puts a natural sound on things. So if you combine those two basses, they sound pretty good together. So that was my tutorial on the main wobbles of the Misty Mountains remix. If you have any more questions on this song, please ask them, and I'll see that I do another video. Okay, thanks for watching. Dorian cut out.